that you do not, what? Forget the Lord who brought you from the land of Egypt out of the house of slavery. You got to where you got to because you forgot the Lord. That's how, listen, that's how you get caught up in bondage. That's how you get in situations that you say in your mind, oh, that will never happen to me. But you go about your day-to-day life, you don't think about the Lord, you don't think about His Word, you don't read His Word, you don't pray, you don't make yourself accountable to other believers, then you will be one of those people that others, you might be among the people now that's shaking your head saying, you know what, that's the doggone sin. I can't believe she did that. I can't believe he did that. You will be one of those people that other people will be looking at saying, I can't believe. It's a whole lot of preachers that's turned away from the Lord. Listen, I would be a fool to think that it cannot happen to me. Yes, y'all need to be praying for me. Because all of us need to understand that, listen, our struggle is not against flesh and blood. We've got to keep God and we've got to keep His Word. We've got to keep His standard ever before us. Not just on Sunday mornings. Not just on Wednesdays. But a daily presentation of ourselves to God. Lest we walk away and start making unholy transactions. You realize what's done in the dark is ultimately, you should hear my grandmother say things like, oh, what's done in the dark? It's like, oh, Grandma, that's just for old people. Now I'm one of the old people. What's done in the dark will always, it's inevitable. So listen, don't gamble with the devil. You know, my wife and I years ago went to Las Vegas, and that's where I met her. She was one of those dancers, and I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. Y'all know I'm just jokes. Oh man, I'm gonna get it for that one. But anyway, my wife and I were in Las Vegas. I forgot where I was going now. I might need to move on. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, don't gamble. Oh, all right, that's where I am. Don't gamble. We went to Las Vegas, and we just walking around, and it's hot, and no doggone lights make it hotter. And I've always been a people watcher. Y'all know anybody that's like people watcher? I watch people like going to the zoo. There's times I would go to the mall and just sit in the mall and just watch people. I say, remember we stood at, I would say, they mad at each other. Or I say, they just met. She has no idea what she's about to get into. Just watching people because of their body language. You can tell. You know, people, they date and they just walking hands and they swinging, and you see another couple, you say, look at them. They got about 20 years under their belt. Well, how you know that? They don't even look at each other no more. You ever go to a restaurant? I hope we never get to this place. You ever go to a restaurant and you see a couple sitting there and they're eating and they don't say a word to each other? You ever see that? How do you get there? Back to gambling. I wouldn't. We sit outside of these casinos. and just watch people. I watch them walking in. They optimistic. They walking in there. They're optimistic. And I'll just sit out there a good hour or so. See him coming back out. Gloom, despair, agony on me, deep dark depression. It would be so sad. They went in with expectation that they were going to win. And they came out, and sadly, many people gamble with the devil, thinking that they're going to win. And they end up broken. Don't gamble. Listen, enough of the unholy transactions. Just obey God and do what he tells you to do, okay? He says, watch yourself in verse 12, Deuteronomy chapter 6. Watch yourself. Stop looking at everybody else. Stop saying that it would never happen to me. Watch yourself, that you do not forget the Lord who brought you out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of slavery. You shall fear only the Lord your God, and you shall worship him and swear by his name. You shall not follow other gods or any other gods of the peoples who surround you. For the Lord your God in the midst of you, look, is a jealous God. Do you realize that God is jealous for you? God is jealous for you. Listen, he doesn't want you to have an affection for anybody that comes comparably to your affection with him. Israel, quite often it would say they played the harlot. That is, they were in a relationship and they went outside of the relationship to pursue other gods. Some of our gods might be our jobs, the pursuit for money. Here's the God of happiness. That's a God. You realize that? I'm just not happy. So what? Listen, God is he doesn't exist so that you be happy. That's the new age God. That wants you to be happy. Oh, listen, was Jesus happy when he was on the cross, dying for your sins? It says he endured the cross. And he did it with you in mind. Here in Deuteronomy chapter 6, there's an anticipation. Listen, there's an anticipation that later on down the line, God is telling them, later on down the line, your sons are going to ask you. They're going to inquire about this God that you serve. Verse 20, when your sons ask you in time to come, saying, what do the testimonies and the statutes and the judgments mean, which the Lord your God commanded you? Then you shall say to your son. Fathers, listen. You got to man up. You listen. You gotta talk to your son, and you gotta talk to your daughters. I don't know if you noticed this, Roz, on the other last week when we went out to eat. I saw that the guy with the little baby. I asked him. I said, "Is that your first?" Beautiful little girl. I said, he said, yeah, this is my first, and he was so proud. And I said, wow. I said, her view of men is going to be based on her relationship with you. He's like, I said, and deeper, I said, her view of God is going to be based on her relationship with you. You know what he did? He left. Maybe he wasn't hungry anymore. But it's the truth. There's an anticipation that our sons, and I'll add our daughters, will in time come saying, listen, why do you go to church? That's a good question, right? Why do you go to church? Why do we gotta pray before we eat our food? Why can't I have sex before I get married? Instead of telling our kids what not to do, listen, this is a generation of young people that need to know why. Because the world is telling them that you can do it, and here's why. This is a test. This is only a test. We see the Lord test Israel in verses 1 through 5. God's people make unholy transactions in verse 6. In verse 7, we see what happens when God's people fail to think about their God. When they fail to think about their God, what happens is they forget God and they serve other gods. And then lastly, God teaches his people the value of faithlessness. Here's where we see the consequences once again. Verse 6, and they took their daughters for themselves as wives, and gave their own daughters to their sons, and served other gods. The sons of Israel did what was evil in the sight of the Lord, and forgot the Lord their God, and served. See that transaction? Because when you transact, you make transactions with the devil, eventually what you'll do is you begin to serve him. They served the Baals, and the Asherah. Then, verse 8, the anger of the Lord was kindled against Israel, so that there's got to be a typo. He sold them. Is it a typo? In my Bible it says he sold them. Is that what it says? We probably need to get another translation. Because certainly God wouldn't sell his people into bondage, would he? He sold them into the hands of Cush-Rahab, king of Mesopotamia, and the sons of Israel served them for 8 years. God teaches his people the value of faithlessness. Listen, you need to be real honest with yourself about how you got to where you are. Some of you might be in a great place, some may not. This is an easy place to come to, and we dress up and we smile. My man Lewis, I love Lewis, our camera guy, our new cameraman. Lewis is how old? 6 years old. I think your birthday in July. You're gonna be 7 in July. He's running our camera. Lewis said, he was sitting down there, he says, is this the time when we get to go hug people? I said, yeah, Lewis, this is the time when we get to go hug people. There are a bunch of people that need a hug. There are a bunch of people that just need to be real and honest about what's going on in their lives. And please, don't walk alone. You're not alone. You made a mistake. You made an unholy transaction. And looking at the history of Israel, what we learn is when they really got right with God, when they repented, God always restored them. And so you can't do so much to where God will not restore you. Here's a good time for the song, Brother Ken, Running Back to You. So grab that mic and close us out. I told you, he said he's going to